I've made up my mind, don't need to think it over. If I'm wrong, I am right. Don't need to look no further, this ain't last. I know this is life.
The name of the record is 19, which was after the age that kind of the album got finalised and when it was released and stuff like that. I wrote it between 18 and 19 years old. So that's why I quit 19. And I love proper album names like Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, I think is amazing. And I couldn't think of any, the one I come up with was Painting Pictures, which is the worst album name ever. And then at my record label in London, it's called XL. And they forgot my birthday one year, so I was really upset, obviously. So for my 19th birthday, I made this sign saying Adele is 19 on May the 5th, so start saving. The head of the label came down and he was like, Adele is 19, really good, really good. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I kind of thought, actually, 19 is probably quite good.
Even if it leads nowhere.
I think a lot of people don't know I write my own songs and they think I'm just another singer like everyone else, but I don't. I write my own songs and that's important to me, and it was more important to me when I was doing my first record because I think a lot of the industry were like, oh yeah, let's just give her a song. And I was like, nah, just give me time and I can write my own songs. Whereas now I'm more open to it. Before I just wrote songs because I thought it was fun and it made me laugh and smile and stuff like that. Whereas then someone invested their time and their money and their encouragement into me and it was a bit like, oh God, this is really scary. Half the record I wrote completely on my own, the other half I co-wrote with a guy called Egg White. It was really fast though, how quickly the songs came out. At first, like I said, I wasn't writing anything. And then I'd write maybe a song a week. And then the whole album was kind of poured out in a few weeks. And it was a matter of sorting out producers and how I wanted to do it and track listings. I can't sing other people's songs because I don't believe them. I don't believe what they're singing. And not because they're not convincing, but because I haven't experienced that very specific thing that they're talking about. And I mean, everyone's been in love and stuff, and most songs are about love, but not that kind of particular moment that they're talking about. I might not have had that. Whereas if I'm writing about my own experiences, then I can really kind of relate to them and go back and remember how I was feeling and then be more emotional when I'm singing them or when I'm playing live or just putting the track down or doing a telly or doing a radio. My style at the beginning was just by copying other people. I didn't get into Etta James until I was 14 or 15, so it's quite late considering she's my idol. I had one singing lesson once and it was a free lesson to decide if you wanted to go and do other lessons and stuff, but we couldn't really afford them. And also I didn't like it. I didn't like kind of having to read music, and then I was frightened that if I was being classically trained that I would lose that. Every time I would want to just sing with my friends, I'd be like, well, we're singing the key of G right now. And get a bit anal about it, and that just kind of really upset me. So I didn't want to do it. So Ella Fitzgerald was like an acrobat of her voice, so that's how I kind of got to know my voice, weaving and stuff like that. It's so prestigious, the Grammys, and I feel very professional. It's still the most surreal moment of my life ever. And I find it really difficult to remember that I've won 2 Grammys. Me, Neil Diamond, Jay-Z, will.i.am and P. Diddy. I don't know them, it's not like we were hanging out, but we were all waiting to go in and that was just it was what the hell's going on? And Snoop Dogg was sitting next to me. It was just really surreal. And when they called my name, my manager was like, go on, go up and get it. I don't know, it's just really weird and very far away from where I'm from and what I'm known for. My first show was to 3 drunk men that weren't even there to watch me, do you know what I mean? In some pub in England. By my third show, these 6 girls that knew every word to all of my songs, and they were the only ones there, apart from my mum and my dad. For me, that was amazing, to go from playing to people that really didn't care to having these girls that still come to my shows. Once you get them on your side, that's when other people will just naturally follow, rather than trying to sell out and shoving all your material in someone's face to the point where they get really annoyed and will never listen to it. I never think that you have to look a certain way or act a certain way or sound a certain way to do well. Always do things for yourself, not in a selfish way, but never rely on someone else to tell you that you're good, and never rely on someone else to get you places, because you can do it on your own. It will take time, but you can do it.